It could literally be about anything. And that is the beauty behind Campfire Stories. It can be anything. There is no structure to the campfires. It's supposed to be something that is memorable, something that is going to make people want to know more. So, can you tell me something that had really scared you in your life that you will remember?
Well, I could tell you something that really scared me after, but it was scary a little bit at the time. But then looking back, I thought, oh my God, I'm still alive. So as kids, remember in the 70s, there was no seatbelts. Seatbelts were a luxury. We would ride in the back of pickup trucks. I mean, everything that we did at that time, you'd be thrown in jail for as child abusers. So we, as kids, we like to do things that, that everybody would recommend you don't do. And one time we got a raft and we went up on the Clackamas River, and it was the wrong time of the year because you had a lot of the rains and the flood waters. And we stopped by at a store and went to Carver Park where we were going to launch ourselves and go all the way down to the mouth of the Clackamas River and then go into the Willamette River and then downstream and then get out at Milwaukee. So we went to this little store and we said, we're going to go down, so we just bought some jerky and a few things. We didn't have life vests. We had basically a big raft that we blew up by taking turns. We didn't have any pumps or anything to inflate it with. And we had a pack with some stuff that we wanted to take along with us. In our mind, it was just going to be a simple journey down Clackamas River, going to, we had no idea how long it would take, and we had no idea of the dangers that would be along the way. So when we were in the store, we said, because the guy was curious why we were buying all this stuff. It was kind of the wrong time of year. Nobody was camping or doing anything. He said, yeah, I said, we're going to go down. He said, oh, you have to be careful. You're going to get to one point. He didn't tell us not to go. He said it wasn't a wise idea. He said, when you get to one point, okay, there's a branch. Remember to take the left branch, because if you take the right branch, then you're going to be in big trouble because there's trees and logs and things like that. So, of course, as kids, you don't listen to details. And so we got to Carver Park. We blew up the raft, and we got in the raft, and we started going down. Eventually, we got to the point, and then the conversation was, which side did he say to go? We were debating. And of course, right means right and wrong means wrong. So we focused on the word right, but didn't put in front of it, don't go on the right. So he said it must be the right side because that's the right side. So we went on the right side. And of course, when we went down the branch, the first thing that happened was we saw all these trees, because that branch would open up when the river was at a very high level, and during the summer months it would be dry. And we saw all these trees, and we saw the bushes and things like that, and we had to use our oars in order to work our way around it. And then finally, there was a big log that was sticking up, and it was and the raft got under it, and it almost started pushing us under. We managed to get around it. We got around it, and of course we were really scared after that point. We managed to get through there without falling into the river. And everywhere we went, it was rapids and it was everything. It was quite scary to go all the way down. But when we made it through, we went down rapids, and we had kind of a great time. We were scared, but we enjoyed it at the same time. We got down to we got down to the Willamette River. So we started in the morning. It was evening time before we got all the way to Milwaukee. We were exhausted, but that was such an exhilarating trip. Later in life, when I would think about that, I'd think, wow, we were so foolish going down these rapids and going at the wrong time of the year. And nobody knew where we were going except for the guy at the store. We just got it into our mind that we're going to go out and we were going to do this. And I was always thinking about this guy giving us directions and not paying attention to what he said. That was probably one of the scariest moments of little adventures in a kid growing up.